What up, Watson? It's your boy, the prodigal one, Mr. J, savior of misbehavior. There are no strings on me. Before I go any further, you want power? Stand for something. Or step aside, bitches. See, how can I start? Alright, Bill Cosby is thrown in jail for drugging people, not good, and raping women, definitely not good. Now we have a female sitting here saying she drugged men and robbed them simply because they wanted to sleep with her. And women are defending her, saying it's not the same as Bill Cosby because she didn't rape nobody. So let me get this straight. What you're saying is it's okay for me to drug somebody and rob them? Because you say it's okay. And I sure as hell can't tell you that's wrong. I sure as hell can't put you in place to show you it's wrong. So how the fuck are you ever going to learn? Huh? Yet you love to grow. You're an individual. No, the fuck you're not. You're living in dogma. You're living according to somebody else's thought process. This is the reason why women are too agreeable. This is why you end up conforming. And you find yourself in stagnation. You want to blame the world because you agreed to the world. You agreed with the way the world does things. Let me explain something to you women. See, again, I love women to death. But do not sit here and spearhead something you don't understand and then blame the world when it didn't work out for you. The fuck? See, everybody knows one of my favorite role models was Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela sits here and says, lead from the back and not allow others to think they're leading. See, Nelson Mandela was a married man who ended up being in jail. You know what's so crazy? Women want a man with vision. Then you want to tell that man how to go about that vision. You don't even understand a man's actions. And you think you understand the visions. Perfect example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Nelson Mandela, right? Was a boxer. This motherfucker was a boxer before he was thrown in jail. And he started protesting for the all Africa, right? This motherfucker, forgive me, Lord, Mandela, forgive me. But Mandela was in jail for nearly 30 to 40 years. Preaching, leading by example, and preaching not to be violent. He had a married wife who followed his vision. Let me explain to you how this world, women go about things. See, while Nelson Mandela was in jail, preaching not to use violence, his wife was out in the world using violence against apartheid. So the same woman that was following Nelson Mandela actually went the opposite way and almost destroyed his entire thing. To the point when Mandela got out of jail, he ended up divorcing his wife because it went against his agenda. It went against his vision. He's sitting here talking about not to use violence. And then the fucking woman with her insecurities wants to use violence. Do not live in conformity and then blame the world for what the fuck you chose. Forgive me for raising my voice. But again, give me work or give me problems. I rebel at the thought of stagnation. If you're going to live in dogma, why the fuck should I choose to follow you when you're not growing? Yet you want to criticize the individual who is. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. Be bold, be phenomenal, and dent this motherfucking universe. As Muhammad Ali once said, do not sit here and wait for this world to recognize how great you are. Keep pushing forward and let them catch up to you. You can't see me. You can't see me. Again, bitches. You want power? Stand for something or step aside, conformist.